Oh yeah, this one comes up a lot. I get a lot of emails about this one, about interview advice. So I think what we should do is just break down the top 4 that come to my mind. We can have a dialogue. And then if anybody has any questions they'd like covered, it just helps to do this to video. I'm not doing this because I want to be a brand and I want to push myself. I'm doing this because it helps me answer questions to scale. And I generally really care. I want to see everybody I know get rich. I want to see everybody I know be happy, meet the love of their life. I'm not doing this because, you know, I love myself. I do love myself, but the last thing I want to do is spend a sales day in front of a camera. But I really believe in social channels. Again, I am selfish. It does push our brand, yes, but at the same time, I just believe this could help us encapsulate and push a lot of themes at once. So again, just please engage us, engage our amazing community team out there who are really saucing it up. So let's start with some bullets on some interview advice, okay? Interviews are like dates. You only get what you can afford to get, right? The number 1 piece of interview advice I would give is prepare, and then prepare a little more. So passion and wanting to do something or thinking somebody is super cool is not a reason for somebody to hire you, right? If they're a megalomaniac, maybe. If they're some type of sociopath and you feed their ego, yes.
I myself, I jerk off at least twice a day. Wow.
But the thing about preparation is it allows you to read the field, understand what the company currently is, where it stands, where they want to go, and how do you as a puzzle piece fit into that puzzle. The main thing is really look at not emotional arguments. It's really one of the best pieces of advice I got in my life. Never make arguments based on emotions, things I feel, things I deserve, things I want. Make them all about pragmatic, realistic arguments that you can probably convert into actionable things. So something saying like, oh, you want to grow your sales team by 3-4 fold. I've done this at the previous companies where I've been doing recruitment. These are my rates of recruitment. This is the ROI I presented. So really always present the case. I think one of the most beautiful things I learned is that art is subjective. Anybody who's studied art, your job is to come up with one universal kind of image that everybody subjectively can say, oh, that's beautiful, like the Mona Lisa, right? I haven't seen one person go, Mona Lisa is so ugly, no, right? So your job is to create one universal argument, and the one universal thing that we have in this world that nobody can really argue against is math. I mean, every math teacher we've ever had has pretty much beat that into us. So that's why I'm a huge fan of numerics. I'm a huge sports fan. I've mentioned this in the previous MoBerries videos that we did on CVs. Always make the argument and then translate it into some sort of numeric value. Like, hey, I grew accounts by this much. Customer satisfaction grew by this much. I was able to optimize processes by this much. Because at the end of the day, you know, that's the human version of makeup. You know, us guys, we also have our own version of makeup, what we call swag or dripping. Like we try to look good, so the girls are like, oh my God, nice shoes. Oh my God, he's got a good job, this and that. So everybody's wearing a form of makeup. These are ways to make your CV really stand out and ahead of the pack. So when I mean ahead of the pack, I want you to always be pragmatic. So don't just think about your CV, think about the 20, 30 other people that this person has reviewed or looked at, especially if this is a company where they've got a lot of people banging down their doors. How do I set myself apart? You know that movie Lucky's Number 11, where he says the Kansas City Shuffle, everybody's looking left and your job is to get them looking right?
This is a Kansas City Shuffle. They look right. And you...
Yeah, that's the job. How do you make yourself stand out amongst a pack of people? And that comes down to really the preparation, knowing who you're pitching